Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of Voice of the Voices. Today I have with me Emily Neves.
Hello.
How are you doing today, Emily?
I'm doing pretty well. Kind of tired, but doing really well. Sad to go home, but happy to see my husband.
We have a few questions here for you.
Okay.
What is it like working in the industry today?
It's really exciting. I feel like the industry's growing. I feel like there are a lot of really exciting things happening as far as expanding the fan base, bringing anime sort of more, not so much into the mainstream because I don't even know if I want that, but just kind of expanding like I said, expanding the fan base, and it's been really cool coming here and seeing all of these people gathered together who all love anime. Like, I find it really kind of moving. And it means a lot to me to sort of be here celebrating that. So it's great. I love it.
Now you've been in the industry a while. What are some of the favorite shows you've worked on?
Well, right now, because it's in the forefront of my mind, we did a premiere last night for From the New World. And just seeing the first 3 episodes again, I'm just blown away by the story and the richness of it, and the richness of the characters, and I feel like everybody else in the cast did a fantastic job, and I'm proud of my work too, but I felt like I was just surrounded by some of the best voices in the industry, and I think hands down the best director I've worked with in the industry is Chris Ayers, and I don't know, I just am really excited for it to get out there and for people to sort of check it out, and I don't know. I mean, I'm excited about everything that I'm doing right now, but I think because sort of my focus here was that show, it's just like I'm so pumped about promoting it, and I'm really excited for people to see it.
Well, speaking of From the New World, what was it like working on that show?
It was like a dream. I mean, Chris is an actor's director, and it was a dream script. It was going in every day. I was like, okay, I'm in for a roller coaster today because it's so intense, and just the themes that it deals with are really sort of close to my heart, and especially the theme of compassion, and I think Saki is a very compassionate character, and she exercises that in really risky ways throughout a lot of the show, so that, I don't know, that really moved me. And, you know, I worked mostly with Greg Ayers, who is just fantastic. I really love working with him, and it was cool because I recorded before he did, but there were some parts where he was in before me, and I got to work with him, and then like I would come back and there would be more of him. But hearing his work after I had completed my work, just no, I haven't seen the rest of the first season, and now I'm like, I have to go home and watch it just because I know what happens, and like I can't wait to see like what he did and what everybody else did, and I don't know, it's so easy working with Chris. It's so much fun, and like it's just such a joy. I really enjoyed it. Had a great time.
Another one of the shows directed by Chris that you also worked on, Dusk Maiden Amnesia. What was it like appearing on that?
Intense, again. That's another one of my favorites. I really felt for Yuko. I feel like her story is, I mean, there's such pathos in it, and just feeling, I mean, with her, there's this really stark feeling of loneliness throughout the narrative, and the way that her memory fades, and you know, she forgets everything that she has learned sort of since the beginning of the show. That's heartbreaking, and I'm really interested in the supernatural, and so getting to play a ghost was really cool, and then also getting to play like the shadow version of Yuko was really exciting because she was so just, I got to purge all of my anger and like all of my bad feelings. I get to go to work and have a huge catharsis, and then you know, be the light Yuko, the, you know, sweet, happy, just loving aspect of her personality. It was really a journey, and working with Chris and Brent Marshall, it's just like I said, it's so easy. It's not easy. It was pretty hard material, but they're so supportive, and every time I go in, I'm like, you guys make me feel like such a great actor. I just feel like I have the tools to do what I need to do a good job. So it was amazing.
Another show you worked on, a little bit of an older one, but definitely a popular one, Angele. What was it like working on that?
It was interesting. She's an interesting character too. Like, I think that I said this in some of my panels this weekend, but like starting out the show, I hadn't seen it before. I didn't really even know what I was recording when I went in, and I meet the character, and she seems like she's the villain, and she seems like this mysterious entity that is sort of antagonizing all the lead characters, and then having the payoff of getting to know what she was like as a human being, and like hearing her story was really heartbreaking. And it was cool to start out thinking that I was playing one thing, and to kind of take that path and then watch it sort of grow with it as I'm watching it progress into, a much fuller, richer character. That was, I don't know, and also the expressionless aspect in the beginning, like kind of opening up little by little into the fully expressive character was super cool. I really loved it, and I cried a lot. So.
Okay. Now, another show you worked on, but this time you were a director. I think your debut as a director?
Yep.
At Sentai Filmworks?
Yep.
Love Chinibuyo and Other Delusions. What was it like working on that?
Oh my gosh, it was such a blast. It's so funny. And it's just so cute. Like, I kept, as we're recording it, I'd watched it and the whole time just been like, it's just so cute. I just love these characters, and I love the story. And then as I'm hearing the voices sort of like flush it out in English, I'm like, I'm in love with it. And especially the humor, and then also the aspect of grief and loss, I feel like is something I can really identify with. And I feel like anybody who has experienced profound loss can really identify with it too. And, I don't know, and the idea of, like, I think I said this weekend a couple times too, but like using your imagination to sort of not escape from reality, which is sort of what they do, but to take reality like piecemeal and let things in as your heart's ready to handle them. I feel like, I don't know, that aspect of the story just got me, and I think as an artist I can identify with that, kind of delving into art and my imagination in order to, to deal with the harsh reality of being a human being. So, I don't know, and the age range that it deals with, like being a teenager, it's hard, and I really hope that I was able to do it justice, and I hope everyone likes it. I did. I think it turned out really well, and we'll be making cast announcements pretty soon, so I can't wait for people to find out.
Looking forward to seeing it.
Awesome. Yeah.
So we covered some of the stuff you did for Sentai Filmworks. You also do some voiceover at Funimation. One of the shows you worked on at Funimation was The Future Diary. What was it like working on that?
It was crazy intense. That show, I love that show. It's so dark and twisted and violent and just, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it other than, those terms. But it was fun to, again, sort of play a character in the beginning who you think is the villain. You're like, she's a terrorist. She does all these horrible things. And then as the show progresses, like, she gets her eye ripped out and she gets her arm ripped off a couple of times. And by the end, you're like, wait, no, she's not just a terrorist. There's humanity in her, and like having the opportunity to discover that as it went along was really cool. And to also delve into like why she is the way that she is, and the things that happened to her as a child, and how that informs the way that she acts, and doesn't excuse some of it, but it just delves into her humanity, which is really satisfying as an actor to sort of get to explore that. So it was awesome, and Zach is amazing. We had a lot of fun. But yeah, I really, I like to cosplay her. I'm like, okay, gears are turning. Next time I do a convention, I can totally do a panel as Yumine, but who knows? I don't know.
Awesome.
It would be pretty fun. So I'm gonna start working on that.
Another show you worked on at Funimation, Guilty Crown. What was it like working on that show?
That was an incredible experience as well. I mean, I love doing anime, so like, I can't think of an experience that was not super fun. But Guilty Crown was great because I love working with Colleen. I've worked with Janice Williams, and Colleen's the only other female director I've worked with. And like, as an up and coming female director, it's really cool to like have those influences. And Colleen in particular is another she's an actor's director. She has a theater background, and like she knows about story. She knows how to communicate character and really tweak the narrative in a way that it makes things so much easier. And I love Isa. She's a total badass. Can I say that? Okay. I don't know. I kind of identified with that strong female character, and I don't know. I know she's disabled, but like I forget that. People talk to me about it, and I'm like, oh wow, she what? Like you don't. She was just a person, you know, and an awesome person who I don't know. She was a lot of fun to play. A lot of fun to play. So.
We covered some stuff you've done on both companies. I think you worked on Starship Troopers Invasion. You did voice in it as well as motion capture. What was it like working on that?
That was so cool. One of the coolest experiences ever. It was cool to like do the motion capture and the facial capture for these two characters, and then to only voice one of them, and sort of see the final product and see like Lucy Christian, who was like amazing. Voice stuff that I did physically. I'm like, whoa! It's like I'm Lucy. Like I don't know. It was kind of a fangirl moment for me. But you know, and playing opposite Andrew is just a dream come true. And like, I don't know, getting to see the characters in their, you know, and see the final product and sort of be able to see the people that we know, like see their movements and their facial mannerisms, and it was crazy to me how much you could, us knowing each other, how I could tell like that looks like Andrew, that walks like Andrew, and it was super cool. And getting to go to Tokyo, oh my gosh, like talk about a dream come true. Ever since then, we've all been like, when can we go back? Let's just move there. But so. I don't know, one of the coolest experiences ever. So.
And we covered some of the shows you worked on. If you could be any of those characters we just talked about, or ones even we didn't talk about in real life, who would it be? And feel free to mix and match some characteristics of multiple characters.
Okay. I really look up to Saki, Saki Watanabe. She's just so good. Like, watching the show, I'm like, there are things about, like, you know, when she's younger, she and Satoru kind of have an antagonistic relationship, and they pick on each other and they like fight, and I'm like, okay, well that's, you know, preteen sort of immaturity, but I can't think of a moment in the show where she's not like a good, decent person. So I feel like I would definitely like to be her, and to be strong and smart, and she always seems to do the right thing. And I really admire that. I think I would, I don't know, I'd like to be able to make weapons with my hands like Kanade from Angel Beats. I mean, I may not even use them, probably not, I'm not a violent person, but if I had to, you know, if somebody was trying to kill me, it'd be like, hand Sonic. That would be cool. I wouldn't want my eye ripped out, but eye patches are super cool, so I might, you know, just wear an eye patch for fun. And Uryu Minane is a badass, so I like that. You know, she doesn't take shit from anyone. Can I say that?
Say whatever you want.
And then I feel like, I don't know, I would take Isa's strength and just savvy. She's super cool and a badass in her own right too. So I don't know, they're all fun. But I'd have to say Saki most of all. Yeah. So.
Now, is there anything else that you'd like to talk about that's recently been announced, or that you can talk about? I know you guys have a lot of things you can't.
NDA. Really, I'd like to plug Shinibio. Love Shinibio and Other Delusions, because we all working on it just fell in love with it, and I really am confident that will come through, and that I hope we did justice to the material, like I said before, and I leave it up to the fans to decide, but I just, you know, I hope that people love it as much as me, and I would like to share that with people, and, you know, just share the experience of watching that incredible story. So watch it. I think it comes out in August 1st, maybe. So it's a while to wait, but hopefully it'll be worth it. So.
Now, lastly, is there any way any fans can follow you on Facebook or Twitter or any other social media networks?
Oh yeah, totally. I'm on Twitter at Emily Neves, and I have a Facebook fan group called Emily Neves Dusk Angels. Everyone, feel free to join that, and you can actually just find me on Facebook. I have like a actor page that I encourage you to go and like, and then I'm just on Facebook as Emily Neves Love. I have a lot of anime fans as friends, so feel free to find me and friend me, and yeah, so that's it.
Thanks for joining us today,
Thank
Emily.
you so much. It's been wonderful.
We're the Ohio Guys on location at ASIN 2014. I'm Ansel. She's Emily. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.